morning. Hello, it's Richard. We are this morning at Bacon and Breaks at the Rhynd Cafe. First one that we've attended of the season. A little bit overcast and it's quite chilly, but I think we're going to be okay to leave the roof open. So we'll take you for a little walk round, but as the show's called Bacon and Breaks, let's do bacon and coffee first, and then we'll take you for a walk around the show. Enjoy.
And the guy that works says, come to
Proper Merc.
something like that.
Again, that's why we love this show. It doesn't need to be pristine, it just needs to make you smile. And that certainly does.
Yeah, went to Leuchars.
Oh, look at this now, Citroen XM. Fabulous. Loved these back in the day. Well, looky here. Porsche 928. My recollections of these from years ago was the three Top Gear boys having that mad sort of special where they took three Porsches, and I think they paid 1,500 quid each for them, and Clarkson bought one of these and ended up selling it for bits. This is very clearly in amazing condition. There's so much better than that. I think one of the best ones I've seen for a very long time. What a lovely thing to have. I would suspect that the owner keeps a little war chest of funds for that particular motor, because I would expect that will give you a few bills, and probably large ones at fairly regular periods. But what a brilliant thing to have. There's that 928 again. And this kind of goes to prove a point about just interesting cars. This is an Audi A2. Now, I know that Jeff Bikes Cars has a lot of positive things to say about these, and when you look at it, it reminds me very much of a Japanese sort of K car, which of course it isn't. But it's that sort of idea of a very compact car with a load of space in it. I mean, you've just got so much headroom inside there, but really economical, brilliant motor. It's an Audi, so it's going to be well put together. Why did they not keep making those? It's just such a brilliant design concept. And talking of K cars, here's one. Subaru Sambar. I would suspect that's been a Japanese import. You see loads of these in Japan. And the idea is that you get a car that gives you a load of room, but you can see the headroom in it. But in Japan, you have to prove that you've got somewhere that you can park your car. And lots of places, of course, in Japan, people live in apartments. So there's not a huge amount of car parking spaces in the towns or in the cities. So it absolutely fits the bill. I wonder why we never did this kind of thing in Europe at volume, because it's again, it's just like that Audi A2. It's just such a brilliant concept. Well, talking of interesting things, I have to confess I've absolutely no idea what that is. But was it military maybe? I It's got a badge on the front that says push, push, P-U-C-H. I mean, to me that looks very Eastern European to the communist bloc, but it's a right-hand drive, so no idea at all. But that is the epitome of interesting. That's why we love this show. Just everything and anything. The brilliant thing about the Bacon and Brake show is it doesn't need to be classic or hot or whatever. It just has to be interesting. And the way that you come into the show is, as you get to the car park, it's normal cars, interesting cars. So it just needs to be interesting, and that can mean anything. And it's one of the brilliant things about the show is that you get, one, lots of variety, but secondly, lots of young guys who are here with their interesting cars. And that needn't necessarily be, you know, the Golf GTI boys or the Subaru boys. I mean, there's lots of other things going on that the younger guys actually are interested in, which is brilliant to see. Because in 20 years' time or 25 years' time, the likes of us and our generation, we're not going to be able to come and do this because we're all going to be well turned 80. So it's down to a younger generation to keep these sort of things going. And one of the brilliant things about this show is that is already happening. So let's show you some interesting cars. Right guys, take a look at this. How brilliant is that? Oh dear. Do you know what? I've come all the way from Kirkcaldy and that's been worth coming just to see that. Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, it's all on the map. I mean, it's just bonkers. So if I press both together or left and right, that's absolutely brilliant. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Like it.
What an absolutely gorgeous Defender. I mean, there's nothing to say about that, is there? It's just a brilliant piece of engineering. Beautiful Defender, but let's take a look at what's under the hood. Not standard, I think. Opel Manta Berlinetta, remember these as a kid. Do you know what? That's really not aged, has it? That's a great looking car still. What a beautiful car. That looks amazing in the black and white, it really does.
If you come down the other side of that red wall,
And a nice trio of Morgans here. other things I have. So, it's the end of another Bacon and Breaks. The weather stayed dry, still very overcast, still quite chilly. The guys have given me a coffee, which is very nice of them because it's almost the same colour as the car. Look at that. As always, it's been you know, let's use the word again, it's interesting. And you see so many different things here, and it's kind of different every time. I will say, and I've said it here before, it's absolutely brilliant to see a young generation, you know, sort of late 20s, 30s, into 40s, exhibiting here with cars that you wouldn't expect them to have. So, yeah, you can have the young guys turn up in their Golf GTIs and the Subaru boys and all of that, and that's fine. But it's kind of cars that you'd expect them to have. But when you've got young guys here with, you know, old Volvos, old Minis, you know, stuff that you wouldn't expect them to have. The young lad there with the pop-up headlights, Mazda MX-5, and I know he's pimped it up a little bit, but it doesn't matter, and it's fun, it's interesting. You know, I had my 60th birthday last month, and in 20 odd years' time, are we really going to be turning out on a cold, overcast Sunday in Scotland at 84, 85 years old? Probably not. So it's down to these younger guys to keep these things going. And this is one of the shows that is very definitely happening, and as the encroachment of electric cars, and you know, who knows what we'll have in another 20 years' time, and these sort of cars become rarer and rarer, and maybe, you know, sort of the feeling against petrol cars might go the way that, you know, smoking or drink driving or all of that, you know, you might be a kind of social pariah for running a petrol car. I don't know. But it's really good to see these younger guys taking an interest in cars that, you know, their parents would have had, or they would have seen as kids. So yeah, really encouraging. Cracking morning out. I really must try and get to this show earlier because it starts on around about 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning, and it's generally, I mean, it's 12 o'clock now, 12ish, and it's really kind of all over. So it very definitely is a morning show where people will come early and then they'll finish by this sort of time and then get on with the rest of the Sunday doing something else. So I promise that one day we'll get here on time, not chasing the coon's tail, and we'll do a proper video here. I'm just going to show you the Vespa boys leaving, so I'll leave you with that. Must be every working Vespa in Scotland. Oh, look at this one with a tricolor. Brilliant. Have a good day, guys. And we'll see you guys later with another video on Mercedes-Benz Out very soon.